Lesson 156. I walk with God in perfect holiness.
Hi there. Have you ever wondered how your life would be different if you truly believed the ideas we're exploring in our journey with A Course in Miracles? How would it be, for example, to truly embody the belief that we are not separate from God? And that in truth, God walks with us wherever we go, and only wishes for our best and most profound happiness? Let's explore this idea together with today's Lesson 156.
I walk with God in perfect holiness.
Today's idea states the simple truth that makes the thought of sin impossible. It tells us that guilt has no cause, and thus, it does not exist. This stems from a basic concept often mentioned in A Course in Miracles: ideas do not leave their source.
Ideas leave not their source.
So, if this is true, if, as the Course affirms, we are ideas in the mind of God, and ideas cannot leave their source, how could we ever be apart from God? How could we walk the world alone, separate from our source? We are not separate from God. A Course in Miracles is consistent in the thoughts presented in its lessons. If something is true, it must be true throughout. It cannot contradict itself or be partly sure and partly unsure. We can't walk the world apart from God because we can never exist without Him. Nothing exists outside God. God is what our life is. Where we are, God is there too. There is one life, and that life we share with Him. Nothing can exist separate from Him. And where God is, there must be holiness as well as life. His attributes are shared with everything that lives. Everything that lives is as holy as God because it shares His life and is part of His holiness. It cannot be sinful. This would be as absurd as the sun being made of ice, the sea being separate from water, or the grass growing with roots suspended in the air.
There is a light in you which cannot die, whose presence is so holy that the world is sanctified because of you.
All living things give gifts to us, and offer them at our feet in gratitude and joy. The scent of flowers, the gentle bowing of waves, the shade of trees, the soft carpet of leaves beneath our feet, and the gentle whispering wind around our heads, are their offerings to us. This light within us is something the universe longs to behold. In our presence, all living things are stilled, recognizing who walks with us, God Himself. The light we carry is their own light too. In recognizing this, they see their holiness reflected in us, honoring us as their Savior and as God. Let's accept their reverence, for it is meant for the holiness itself that walks with us, gently transforming all things into its likeness and purity. This is how salvation works. As we step back, the light within us steps forward and lights up the world. It does not announce the end of sin through punishment and death. Instead, sin disappears amidst lightness and laughter, as we recognize sin for what it truly is: a silly dream, a foolish thought, not frightening but ridiculous. Who would want to delay their journey to God for such a senseless whim? Yet, we've wasted many years on this foolish thought. But now the past is gone, and its fantasies can no longer hold us back. We are getting closer and closer to God. In the brief moments of doubt that remain, we might lose sight of our companion and mistake him for that senseless old dream that is now past.
Who walks with me?
This question is the one we should ask ourselves over and over again, until certainty replaces doubt and peace is established in our minds. Today, let's end all doubt. God speaks for us in answering our question with these words:
I walk with God in perfect holiness. I light the world, I light my mind and all the minds which God created one with me.
I walk with God in perfect holiness. I light the world, I light my mind and all the minds which God created one with me.
I walk with God in perfect holiness. I light the world, I light my mind and all the minds which God created one with me.
As usual, let's practice our meditations upon waking and before going to bed today, and let's commit to reminding ourselves of today's idea every waking hour.
I walk with God in perfect holiness.
I walk with God in perfect holiness.
I walk with God in perfect holiness.
Isn't that amazing? How differently would you live your life with the awareness that you can never be alone or separate from God? When we walk with God in perfect holiness, when we are in that state of mind, everything we need comes to us easily, everything flows flawlessly, all the right opportunities naturally arise, and the right people show up synchronically and almost miraculously. We live in inner peace, we live in love. You're doing great! See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick note before you go. Making these videos is a labor of love, but it's still financially challenging. If you've found value in what you've watched, please consider supporting with a donation. Even the humblest contribution means the world and ensures the continuation of these daily lessons. Thank you for your generosity.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.